What was the hacienda system's role in the Mexican Revolution? Imagine living in a world where your entire life is tied to a single piece of land, controlled by powerful landlords. That was the reality for many rural Mexicans under the hacienda system. Haciendas were large estates owned by wealthy landowners, called hacendados, who held vast amounts of land and controlled the labor of peasants and indigenous workers. These workers, known as peons, often worked in harsh conditions and had little control over their lives. The system resembled a feudal setup, where peasants were kept in poverty and debt, unable to leave or improve their situation. In the late 1800s and early 1900s, under the rule of Porfirio Diaz, the hacienda system grew even stronger. Diaz's government supported landowners, making it easier for them to buy more land, often taking it from indigenous communities. This process pushed many peasants off their communal lands, which had been used for generations. As a result, rural communities lost their traditional way of life, and the landowners gained more power. The expansion of haciendas meant more cheap labor was needed, which kept wages low and poverty high among workers. The peasants who worked on these estates faced losing their land, their homes, and their independence. Many felt betrayed and angry, especially as they saw their communities and cultures being eroded. This widespread discontent grew into a major reason for the Mexican Revolution that started in 1910. Leaders like Emiliano Zapata fought hard for land reform, demanding that land be returned to the peasants and that the oppressive hacienda system be dismantled. His famous slogan, Tierra y Libertad, or Land and Liberty, captured the spirit of the movement. During the revolution, haciendas often became battlegrounds. Peasants and workers fought against landowners to take back their land and rights. The 1917 Mexican Constitution included laws to break up large estates and give land to peasants, but putting these laws into action took time and was not always successful. The revolution aimed to change the social and economic order that the hacienda system had created for centuries. From a cultural point of view, the hacienda system left a lasting mark on rural Mexican communities. It reinforced social divisions and kept indigenous and mestizo populations marginalized. The fight against haciendas was not just about land. It was about dignity, community, and the right to control one's own future. The Mexican Revolution challenged this old system and sought to create a more just society where land and rights belonged to the people who worked the land.